Being a new Outschool teacher can be totally thrilling and exciting, but it can be overwhelming too. Not only do you have to come up with what you are going to teach, how are you going to present it, how are you going to build an online presence, but you got to get to know a new teaching platform and their policies. And this is the perfect moment that I want you to think about your own policies. How are you going to handle requests for refunds? And that's what today's video is all about. But first, if you are new, hello, my name is Sirena from sincerelysirena.com. I am thrilled and get excited to share tips, tricks, and inspiration for my online teaching friends to be the best person that you can be. There are many reasons why you would want to give a refund. The best thing about Outschool is it hands a lot of power and empowers their own teachers to be able to give out discounts, be able to choose if they want to give a parent a refund or not, or transfer students as well. So today we're going to talk about transferring refunds and discounts, what Outschool says, and what my own personal policy is, so you can think about what your personal policy should be as well. So the one thing, if you guys do not know, and if you're a new Outschool teacher, you may or may not know this, but they have a fabulous support website for teachers. So it's support.outschool.com. If you are ever confused and want to know, what does Outschool say about this? What should I do about this? Go to this website. There is a search engine on there that you can type in whatever question you have so you can know officially what Outschool has to say about it. While Outschool Facebook groups are fabulous, you're not going to get the official word unless somebody really links up the support website. When I say this is what Outschool says, I am taking it from their support website, directly from their mouse, kind of, sort of, in a weird way. Some policies they are very strict about, like learners' personal information, their private information, their policy on adults on screen, as well as student verification. There's like hard and true things that you should not, there's no gray areas. But there are gray areas in other places, and as well as, empowering their teachers. This is your decision. This is your teaching business. This is how you're going to do things. We give it to you. Let's talk about refunds first. What Outschool has to say about refunds. Outschool supports very different refund policies, and when you create your own Outschool class, you choose your refund policy for that specific class, and they have 3 different refund policies. And it is always visible to learners when they enroll, so learners know, or the buyer, the parent knows, what the teacher's refund policy is. I will not be going into their standard terms here, but if you want to know more about what the parent sees, you can go to that support website that I mentioned before. But one thing I want you guys to know, and Outschool specifically states this on their support website, as well as they tell their buyers this, is that a learner is not entitled to a refund if they miss class, even if they were the only learner. So just know that as a teacher, if a parent asks for a refund and the learner did not show up to class, you were not obligated. No one's going to make you give that refund. They do state that it is up to the teacher whether or not they choose so to do that. But they also, I want you guys also to know about their happiness guarantee policy. If you do not feel like you should give a refund to your parent, but your parent is asking for one, guide them to email support. It's support@outschool.com, or they can also go to that question mark on the website and chat with a support member this way. And you can say, I can't give that type of refund, but please contact support. And so that should alleviate that pressure from you, and support will, handle that situation. But you as a teacher are not obligated to give a refund if the learner does not show up for class. There are 3 different refund policies that Outschool has that you get to choose from when you create your own class. So the flexible, moderate, and then limited. And so I want you guys to know that all flex classes are in this flexible category. When you created a flex course, you don't have an option. So this is what a flexible refund policy is. It is a full refund until the class begins, then a prorated refund based on the number of class meetings that have occurred. For instance, if you have a 5-week course and the learner takes 2 classes and they decide that you're not the teacher for them and you have a flexible refund policy, then they get a prorated refund for those 3 classes that they do not attend. But they also are able, if someone enrolls in your class and they withdraw before class begins, they get a full refund. So just know that is the flexible refund policy. So the next tier is moderate. Moderate is a full refund within 24 hours of purchase and then up to a week in advance of class, and then a 75% refund within the first week of class. So if you have a class, someone enrolls, they have 24 hours to disenroll to get 100% back, and they have up until the week of class to disenroll to get 100% back. Now within that week, say you have class on Friday and the enroller decides on Monday that they want to disenroll, it is less than 7 days, but they get 75% refund. So the teacher still gets 25% for holding that class, because it is a little bit harder to fill a class when you only have a couple days left, as opposed to having, you know, a week or 2 weeks to do the Outschool magic that you need to do to fill your classes. The very last one is limited, and I know this is the default one, and this is what I personally have on all my classes, obviously besides my flex classes, is this. It is a full refund within 24 hours of purchasing and up to 7 days before class starts or a week before class starts. After that week point, they're not entitled for a refund. And that's the point where Outschool tells their parents, if you're within that week window and you want to disenroll, you have to contact the teacher to see if you can get a refund. So it kind of puts it up on the teacher. So now that is your personal thing, and this is where we're going to talk about our personal policies. I have thankfully never had to deal with a learner coming to class and then after class asking for a refund. I know some other teachers have, and I probably would do this as a case-by-case basis. If it comes to a point where the learner or the parent was problematic, and I think maybe to punish me if I don't give a refund, they may leave a 1-star review. If it may come to that, and Outschool, you could argue the 1-star review, but your 1-star review is going to be on your profile until you're able to talk with Outschool to get it off. But if it's a very problematic, I might wage, like, is this $10 that I'm getting paid? Is it worth it? So that probably would be a case-by-case basis, but if it's, I don't know. That's really up to you, and that's why I want you guys to be thinking about it. If I have a class and a student does not show up to class, I personally do not reach out to that student. I do not reach out to their parent to try to reschedule or any ways. I see it as they are holding a spot that another child could have had, so they were not only paying for the class, but they were paying for their seat and they were paying for my time to show up in class as well. The only thing that I may go against that personal policy is if it was a regular, if it was someone that is on my ongoing schedule, or if it was a long multi-class week and I usually see that student and all of a sudden that student does not show up, then I might reach out to that parent and see, you know, what happened. Are they okay? Do they want to attend another section that I have going on that week? I would not personally reschedule and make a private class for that student to try to make that up. But again, that is up to you, and that's what I want you guys to think about. My schedule is very restricted, so I would not do that, but I know some teachers, especially the ones that do private tutoring, may want to do that as well. And again, if a parent reaches out to you and say, hey, my student is not going to be in your class today, they're ill or whatnot, I would probably offer to transfer them into another class, or of course, Outschool always has the recordings available. Make that recording available in the classroom and direct that student to view the recording to catch up on anything that they might have missed that week. Okay, friends, so if you need tutorials on how to actually give refunds, I will link a video. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!